What's up everybody, Dazed here, back with another Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 video, and today I have a male Saiyan combo tutorial for you, and you're going to want to stick around for all of this, especially if you are newer to the game, because male Saiyans are about to get another transformation in Super Saiyan God, and if you know anything about the new Super Saiyan God Vegeta, you really got to learn their combos to take full advantage of this transformation when it does come out. For those of you who don't know what I mean, I will leave a suggested video right here to my How Will Super Saiyan God Work video. Check it out. There's a lot of good information on how it could work when it comes in the game, and you'll see exactly what I was talking about with Super Saiyan God Vegeta. But yeah, let's get into the video, and we're going to go over everything from our basic combo strings, because you really got to learn the mechanics of these, to our cancel combos. This could be Ki Blast cancels, Step Vanish cancels, Chase Downs. You'll see what I'm talking about later if you don't know what I mean on that. And our stamina break combos, and then you will get a general idea of what is possible with this character, because although it's not as easy as a male Earthling, male Majin, female Majin to use with the cancels, once you get them down, it is really fun to use. So let's get into our basic combo strings, and we're going to start off with a full square combo. Now, to me, this one is kind of useless. I don't try to use it that much. So yeah, you may want to avoid that one. This triangle combo, the full triangle combo though, is going to be very effective. You're going to want to learn that one really good. Now let's get into our square triangle combos. As you're going to see right here, a square triangle will knock the opponent away. This is very useful later on, and you'll see why. But let's do the full one. Square, triangle, triangle, and that will complete that combo, but it's not over there, because we can do up to 4 squares into that triangle combo, and we'll get the same animations. It's very important to know where these animations start and stop. Here we have a square, triangle, you know, somewhat useful, but not the best, and we can do that again with up to 4 squares before we do that triangle, square, triangle. You know, get that extra damage out. Next up, what we have is pretty much a 5 square into the triangle combo. This one right here is also another one to get used to. Male Saiyans can be a little tricky because sometimes some of their hits have multiple hits in them. But we're going to do that 5 square into a triangle, square, triangle. Get used to these combo, guys, because they are going to be very effective later on. Now we're doing the 5 squares into a triangle and 2 squares. It's going to finish off like that full square combo. You know, not the best, but still useful. Now we have 6 squares into a full triangle. So that's 6 squares, 5 triangles. Very high damage on that one. Again, we're going to do 6 squares into a triangle, square, triangle. You know, there's a lot of variation in this, so make sure you start getting very familiar with these. Now what we have is a triangle, square, square, triangle. This one right here is another one to get used to, because it's going to help you later on. Now we can do that with 2 triangles. You know, a lot of other characters you can go up to like 3. This one only 2, because when you go with 3, it changes your animations. It is not the same kind of combo anymore. Now we're going to take a closer look at these with the 3 triangles into the square, because this is one you want to get very familiar with. If you notice there, the squares pretty much start off a regular square combo. So going 3 triangles and then going into the square starts you off like that, and this is very effective to being able to go back and forth through all our combos any way that we want to later on with cancels. You can see right there, look, I'm just juggling around with him, and I can go right into that. The difference is when you miss 1 square. So I can do 3 squares and stay in that first square combo I showed you. If I do 4, I go into that 5 square into a triangle combo off the 3 triangles. Get used to them. The 4 triangles into the square, not really anything special. Same with this right here, a triangle into 2 squares and another triangle. Not something I'm going to use a lot. Maybe you guys like that, but I'm not going to use it a lot. But again, we can do this starting off with 2 triangles into that 2 square triangle combo. So practice these combos, guys. Get used to the animations, because they can be a little bit weird with some extra hits every now and then in there. Get used to them, because now we are on to the different cancel combos. And the first one is starting out with that square triangle like I showed you. We can chase down right after we knock them away instead of finishing the combo with another triangle or square. So get used to that right there. Square, triangle into that chase down. You know, that is very effective and very good at extending your combos. But it doesn't end there because, like earlier, we can do up to 4 squares before we hit that triangle off and chase them down. You know, you got somebody that doesn't like to vanish, this is a good way to get extra damage off. These are really the things you gotta learn if you want to get really good with the male Saiyan and pull off them really stylish combos, because this is one of the best ways to extend those kind of combos. Now we're going to show you another way. This is a little bit more stylish, but a lot harder to pull off because timing is strict. As you can see, we did the same kind of thing, but we step vanished into it. You're pretty much it's gonna work the same way. The chase down is gonna be easier for those of you who are newer to the game, but once you get used to it, doing the step vanish into it is so much more satisfying when you pull them off. Again, we can do this with up to 4 squares into that triangle, and we can just keep our combos going from there. You'll see more of that later. I'm going to pull off a really, really long combo. Obviously, you won't be able to do that in regular gameplay because people are going to vanish out. But it's just to show you the possibilities and how it can just keep going and going. Here's a little one right here. As you can see, I'm using both of them, the chase down and the step vanish into it. I messed up right there. But, you know, like I said, you got to get used to it. And I'm very new to these characters. Now we're doing the triangle cancel, and this is going to be 4 triangles. Once you knock them away, you can chase down after them just like you could with the square triangle. And as you can see, I can just keep my combos going here. You know, I can keep this going pretty much forever, especially if I just stick with the same one. So start getting used to these things, guys. It shouldn't take you long. It didn't take me long. Again, right here, we can do the step vanish into it too. And like I said, they're pretty much the same. They're going to go into the same animations whether you do the chase down or the step vanish. The step vanish is just harder to pull off. It's a lot more strict timing. So yeah, start practicing these things. And like I said, you're going to see here in a minute how we can just keep looping these over and over. You can see I'm doing it right now. I'm just staying in the same kind of combo. But we're going to be able to mix it up between that square triangle and the triangle one. Because like I said, 3 triangles will put us back into that square triangle combo if we so choose. Next up, we have the 5 squares into 2 triangles. And we can step vanish right up into that one. I love the way this combo looks. Guys, get used to this one because when you do this one, it is so satisfying. Now, you can do the chase down in this. It is a lot harder to pull off. Like, I suggest learning the step vanish on this one. You can do the other one, but sometimes the camera angles get a little bit weird. And it makes it a lot harder to do that chase down because when you do those kind, especially like this, you have to go backwards before you can go forwards. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but that's the way it has to be done. You're going to see it here right now, and you'll see the way I move. You see how I went backwards first? If you just try and fly straight at them, you'll miss them almost every single time. So really get out there and start practicing these combos, guys, and you'll be able to pull off some really insane, cool-looking combos. As you can see right here, I started off with the 3 squares, but I went in 3 triangles. And then I went into that square combo. And as you can see, it only took 4 to get into it. You know, it deletes that first square, so you're always 1 less. Like if you're going into the square triangle real quick, you only get up to 3. If you're doing the other one, you got to hit off 4 of them. So yeah, you start looping and looping and looping, and you can just keep extending your combos. Here I'm doing a key blast cancel. When you do that 4th hit, or 5th hit, sorry, with the triangle combo, you throw out that key blast, you do a quick turnaround with your dragon dash, boost dash, whatever you want to call it, and you can keep extending that one too. There is a lot of room for creating your own kind of combos in a sense. You're going to see right here, I'm going to pull off a nice little combo, and I'm just going to keep going with the different kinds I have been showing you in this tutorial so far. There's lots of possibilities. Anytime you do a knockback, if you're fast enough with that key blast cancel, you can get right back to them and keep extending your combos. That's also another thing. I didn't want to showcase it here because that is fairly simple to do. As you can see, I'm using a whole variety of combos, and I'm getting, I don't even know, I'm getting insane combos. I didn't get the Z hits on that one because I messed up. I was on a different character. So yeah, get used to those things. But now let's talk about our stamina breaks. Now, male Saiyans have one of the easiest stamina breaks, and I just showed it right there. Now, on a lot of other characters, you have to use a charged triangle to hit off a stamina break like that. But with the male Saiyan, all you have to do is hit triangle. One triangle, you can go right into it. It gives it enough stun to pull that off. Unfortunately, though, it does not give enough stun to pull off the heavy smash. As you can see, he blocks it. That one is just a little bit too long, but you can get off the other one fairly simple. Another one we have is 5 squares into that light stamina break. As you can see, the timing is pretty strict. That's why I left that first one in there, so you can see you do have to be pretty fast with it. But this is another good one to just pull off a stamina break at any time, because once their stamina is low enough, you can get it anytime you want. Next up, we have that triangle, square, triangle, square, triangle, which I told you earlier was going to be very effective for you, and this is why. You know, in that knockback, and this one is another one with strict timing. You have to do it at a certain point in that up kick. If you don't hit it at the right time, you will get nothing. But once you learn it, it's going to be another very effective one for you to use. As you can see right there, we can pull off both that way. We can get both the square and triangle stamina break off that way, so get used to them. Another one is the triangle circle knockaway, and then a straight chase down into the square, and then into our square stamina break. Triangle is too slow. For some reason, it knocks them up high, and you will never get it off. But the other one works every time. Now, these are pretty much universal stamina breaks, what I'm showing you right here. Every character in the game can pull these off, and you can do it with the square or triangle stamina break. This is one I always recommend people get used to. Another variation is to do the same thing, but as soon as we fly around them, we charge that triangle, and then we go into our stamina break. That just gives off a little extra damage, and it may be easier for you to pull off. This is the stamina break I suggest that everybody gets used to, because it is, like I said, universal. Every character in the game has these stamina breaks, unless some of these newer ones, for some reason, can't pull them off. So yeah, guys, get familiar with these combos, especially those cancel combos. You're going to see right here, I'm going to pull off an insanely long combo using everything I just showed you. Like I said, get used to 3 triangles and then switching into your square combo, because that is going to be very effective. And from there, if we choose, we can do 4 triangles and pull off another cancel. We could do a full triangle and do our key blast cancel like you're seeing right here on the screen right now. And we can just keep going forever with these. Now, obviously in PvP, this is not going to work. But if you guys practice these things, and even just do them like I'm doing now, you get very, very familiar very quick. I barely ever pick up a male Saiyan. And I was able to learn all of this stuff in like 30 minutes. So I think that you guys can do it too. Well, guys, that is going to wrap this video up. If you do like the content I'm putting out, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.